Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is March 22nd, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. Today, I want to do a little reselling news. I got some windows opened up, so let's get right to it. Okay, before I get started, I just want to tell you guys I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs, and the rest is up to you if you'd like to pick up where I left off. And before I go any further, I do not have any affiliate links with these websites I'm going to show you soon. So I just want you guys to know that there. But anyway, let's start with the first one. And you will be noticing I'll be throwing the dates out there, folks, on each one of these websites, just to let you know that this is not old information. I like to keep you guys abreast, and as soon as the information comes out, I like to share it with you guys. So without further ado, the first one over here is tamebay, and it's www.tamebay.com. Good website. There's another one of my other favorite ones is e-commerce bites, but I didn't get any Google alerts on that site, or else I would have shared it with you as well. But anyway, I don't know if you guys remember last week, I think it was, I was talking about this seller who, well, they supposedly bought up 18,000 bottles or something along that line of hand sanitizer, and they were selling them for a product. But let's read a little about this here. The story has a little twist in it. I'm going to share it with you in a second. Let's talk about this right now. It goes on to say eBay gets heavy on the coronavirus price gouging. The story came out March 20th, 2020 by Chris Dawson. It says part of the global initiative, eBay will immediately heavily restrict the sale of all mask and hand sanitizer products on its marketplace in a bid to stamp out the coronavirus price gouging. Unscrupulous sellers attempting to sell these items will find their listings blocked or removed and their account suspended. They will end up like the Muppet who scooped up 17,700 hand sanitizers hoping to make a killing on them and now has nowhere to sell them. Folks, I did a story like this, I think it was last week, about these, I don't know if it was a couple, a couple or whatever, that bought a lot of those hand sanitizers, and they were selling them for ridiculous prices when I remember reading the story about it. And apparently they got they cracked down on them. So as you can see here, they're no longer selling them on eBay. But there is another window over here that talks about it, so I don't want to expand too much on this here, but I also want to share this with you guys too. I always recommend you go directly to the website itself for the simple reason is they have active hyperlinks in here. Like this here is an active hyperlink here. You will see it on the right side here where my mouse is moving back and forth. These are active hyperlinks. So I highly recommend that you go to the websites right there and then, because for the simple reason is if you want to read more about the stories, you won't be able to unless you go there, okay? So anyway, I'm not going to expand too much on this topic here because there's quite a bit to read, and I don't want to keep this too long, folks, because I know you're probably, well, I know we're all stuck at home, right? But I don't want this to be too long. But anyway, let me move to the next window over here, and this one here is another story. This is from Yahoo. Let me give you URL. It's www.yahoo.com. And this is about the Tennessee brothers, the story we just read, as far as I know. Yeah, I think that is the same one. Yep, it is. I'm looking over here at the bottom here. I want to make sure they coincide with each other. This story came out March 16, 2020. Tennessee brothers donate sanitized products bought for resale. It goes on to say here, thousands of bottles of hand sanitizer and packs of antibacterial wipes and medical masks have been donated after a failed attempt by two Tennessee brothers to resell them for a profit during the U.S. coronavirus outbreak. Boxes were taken Sunday from the storage unit and the home of McCoven, Hickson, Tennessee. News outlets reported the items, including 17,700 bottles of hand sanitizer, was donated to a local church, and some supplies will head to Kentucky, where Galvin had cleared the store shelves. So, unfortunately, people try to enterprise in this stuff here, and kind of like, backfired, so to speak. We're at a crisis right now, and I think right now what we should do is all of us, even as sellers, but I myself are not selling any of these items. But for the people who do, if you are, able to sell these things, I wouldn't, overprice them. If you want to make a little profit is one thing, but you don't want to charge ridiculous prices. But anyway, as you can see the story where it ended up, this is what happened. And again, if you want to read more into this here, you could just go to the website. That's why I gave you URL. let's move right along. You're going to see quite a bit of stories like that, folks, about this coronavirus thing going on here. This one here came from the Daily Dot. So let me give you the website, the URL. I'm sorry. It's www.dailydot.com. A lot of dots in there, right? Anyway, this story came out March 16, 2020. It goes on to say, don't order from Amazon unless it's an emergency. Amazon should be your last resort during the coronavirus. Okay, let's read a little into this one. This story is a little interesting. It goes, this is opinion here, okay? I just came across this site, pretty good site, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So it goes on to say, Amazon is the poster child for the pitfalls of capitalism, mega corporation that mistreats its workers and surveils its customers while putting smaller, more ethical retailers out of business. Its main selling point is sheer convenience and ubiquity, making it perfect for the effortless online shopping and a godsend for people who rely on cheap home deliveries to survive. During the coronavirus pandemic, that later category will be a lot bigger than usual, right? If Amazon is the only recourse during the quarantine of the self-isolation, this post isn't aimed at you, but everyone else. You need to cut it out. All right. It goes over here. Panic buying and is out of control in supermarkets and grocery stores, with people stocking up on apocalyptic levels of non-perishable food and toilet paper. This is already causing problems. People who can get a hold on those basic necessities for everyday use. Basically, folks, it's the same thing just we were talking about just before, those two websites back, about the people who bought all the hand sanitizers. Yeah, if you're going to buy stuff like this, I personally, to be honest with you, I know this is going to go on for quite some time, but I'll tell you right up front, I do not have any intentions of buying any these items to resell on eBay. So I don't know if anybody out there, I don't know if any of you guys are, but I'm not. I have no intentions to doing that. I'd rather leave them in the store and let other people get them. I know people say, yeah, you leave them in the store, other people be hoarding them up. Well, it's okay. I want to go to sleep at night with a clear conscience. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to buy stuff and, capitalize on it. I know people do it. They see things of this nature happens. Right away they want to embark on it and make a little profit off. But I'm not out for that. That's not for me. But anyway, yeah, you can read more into this here. It's not really that much more to read, but you can check it out for yourself. I gave you URL, and pretty interesting story. And all the letters here in blue that you see here are active hyperlinks. That's why I tell you, go directly to the site in order to activate these active hyperlinks. Because if not, I don't scroll all the way down to the page, so you're going to miss part of the story. So you definitely need to go directly to the website. And the story you're looking for is don't order from Amazon unless it's an emergency. First time I've seen something like that. Okay, but it's, it is what it is. Here's another story came out. This one came out from Bloomberg Law, right? Yeah, let me give you the URL. It's www.news.bloomberglaw.com. And this story came out March 20th, 2020. Amazon, Walmart, eBay goaded, all right, by states to police gouges. It goes on to say here, Amazon, Walmart, eBay, and other large online sellers were urged by state law enforcement officials to crack down on price gouging that preys on the panic over the coronavirus pandemic amid the surge of complaints by consumers. The Attorney Generals of New York and California called on the companies Friday to take action as 6,000 complaints are poured in to authorities across the U.S. in the past month, with the outrage expressed at everything from $80 hand sanitizer to a 50% hike in the rice prices. Wow, even rice too? Okay. Yeah, you can read more about this here. Like I said, I don't know, $80 for a hand sanitizer. See, that's, I'm sorry, folks, that's not for me. I can't get into that there. But it is what it is, right? All right, let's move right along, folks. I gave you the URL so you could pick up on this story here if you'd like to read more into it. Here's another one. This is from the News Shopper. Let me give you the URL. It's www.newsshopper.co.uk. And this story came out March 20th, 2020. Sales of mask, hand sanitizer restricted on eBay to stop price gouging. It's another story picked up on it in the UK. It says eBay is restricting the sales. What's this here? Oh, okay. Sales of masks. Oh, that little thing popped up. eBay is restricting the sale of mask, hand sanitizer in a bid to crack down on profiteering during the coronavirus pandemic. Only a trusted white list of vetted eBay sellers will be able to continue trading these items, the company said. Okay. The online marketplace said it was continue to take aggressive action against price gouging from a small but growing numbers of sellers. It said it has removed more than 350,000 items relating to the COVID-19 and has suspended hundreds of sellers' accounts. Wow. The restrictions do not cover the sale of items such as formula milk, babies, or formula milk for babies, or toilet roll, both of which are being sold on the platform for inflated prices. No good, folks. No good. All right, you guys could read more into this here. The rest, I think, is just advertisements, so I'm not going to go all the way down there. Again, I gave you URL. Please check it out if you get a chance. Thank you. And let me move over here to the next one. Okay, now we're going to get into some other stuff here. Let me just see something out here. What's this one all about here? Okay, we'll get into that one next. All right, I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to keep them all together. This one came out from SoMag News. It's a new one. I got a Google alert on this one, so I just want to share this website with you guys. It's www.somagnews.com. The story you're looking for is prototypes of the first Android phone launched on eBay. The story came out March 20th, 2020. Okay, all right. That's looks like an interesting phone. And you get more stories over here. Sorry about the advertisements, folks. The prototypes of Google Sooner first phone to run on the Android operating system were launched on eBay. It is not known if the prototypes that have been waiting for more than 10 years are working. The first Android phone is known as the HTC G1 Dream. However, there was another phone that Google used during development of the operating system called it Sooner. Okay. The phone has never been released, and the HTC G1 has emerged as the first phone with Android. Okay, I'm not an Android person. I like the iPhone myself, but for those of you out there, you might be interested in this here. It is what it is, folks. Let's see what else they got over here. I'll just read a little more into this here. Google Sooner prototypes do not go into mass production and are available for sale on eBay for $200 each. Okay. The device supports modest features such as T1, OMAP 850, processor 64 megabytes, RAM, 320 by 240 resolution screen, and 1.3 megapixel camera, and a 960 mAh battery that supports 2G connectivity. Cool. All right. Well, there you go, folks. For those of you out there into Android, you might want to keep a lookout for this. And last but not least, this one I want to talk about. Okay, this one came out. This is another new one I got on a Google alert. Like I said, I get these here now and then from different companies. And like I always say, I like to share them with you guys. This one is from, it's www.wzzm13.com. New one to me. This story came out. Let's see when it came out here. I'm sorry. I like to always throw the dates in there, folks. I'm sorry if I drive you guys crazy. I don't mean to. Oh, March 20th. It was updated March 20th, 2020. I like right over here. It goes on to say, Nestle warns consumers about phishing emails, eBay gift card scams. I talked about this before. Anytime you're doing business, a transaction with a buyer or whatever, vice versa, anytime you hear people with eBay gift cards, stay away from them. Seriously, I've done videos about this before, about these gift card scams and stuff, and you really need to take heed on what these people are telling you out there. That's why when I see these here, I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to bring this information out to you, especially if you're an eBay seller or just in general e-commerce seller. But right now, this is talking about eBay gift cards, so that's why I'm putting it out here, because I do talk about eBay news, and I am a seller on eBay. I've been with them for over 20 years, so I get news. When I get news alerts pertaining to eBay, I'm going to share it with you guys. And let's see what this is all about. Let's read a little more into this. Lansing, Michigan. It's Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel. Again, here's the hyperlink. Yeah, that's why I tell you to go to the website. Friday, to be aware of phishing emails sent by scammers seeking to obtain personal information and money. No one is immune to these attempts, including Michigan Attorney Generals and general staff within the Michigan Department of Attorney General were subjected to a phishing scam, according to a release from the AG's office. Staffers were led to believe that they received an email from an AG Nestle requesting that they purchase an eBay card and then text the pins to a specific number. It's crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy. Okay, let's see a little more into this here. This is an attempt just to another reminder that scammers are relentless and will stop at nothing to bamboozle us out of our hard-earned funds. Even when our country is facing a crisis, said Nestle, I want to urge all Michiganders to remain on high alert and report any of this behavior to my office. Okay, and you can read a little more into this here. Okay, he's also got an email, a video here. I think that is right. I'm not going to play it. You guys could check it out. He's got his number over here. You can file a complaint online or by calling the number here. All right. Okay, so I got that there done pretty quick. I don't know how long the video is actually going to be, but I'm glad I shortened it up really quick too. All right, I'm just going to bump out of the screen really quick. Yeah. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you found the information helpful. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is March 22nd, 2020. I just want to say thank you again to all the new subscribers. And if you are a visitor for the first time, thank you for stopping by and checking out my videos. I just want to say before I close out, as everybody knows what's going on with this coronavirus thing, folks, we're all pretty much, we're living a reclusive life, if you get the drift there. However, I really find it kind of ironic. Sometimes I still see people going out, to these stores, thrift stores. I found it a little odd that the local thrift store by me had 50% off. It was on Friday. And, I guess they probably, want to keep the business going and stuff like that. But this is, to me, folks, is the worst time for anybody to be out. I mean, to even check out these, going to a thrift store. And I was going to do a video once, earlier this week about, I think we could hang up the yard sales and garage sales. I don't think you're going to see that thing happening this summer. I don't know, unless people are very brave and doing that stuff. I don't think that's the way to go. But if you are an online reseller, I personally am not going to be sourcing for any new merchandise. What I have up there is all I have. I know people say, well, if you're in this business doing this as a full-time gig, what are you going to do if you run out? I've been following other sellers. I just want to say this here real quick. I've been following other sellers, and there are these sellers I follow. There's 3 of them. I'm not going to mention their names, but they are making sales every day of the month. Every day. They're making back-to-back. Now, here's the takeaway. They have a lot of subscribers, thousands of subscribers, and when you go to those sites, you'll hear the seller tell them, this is from one of the subscribers. They made the order, they made a purchase. And this one guy, while I was following, he had, I think, about either 7 or 8 of them that were people, because he's got thousands of subscribers. So, when you have a YouTube channel, it's like an open forum there. You could, pretty much, as you're talking about what you're getting, you're also getting, those subscribers are watching you. They're watching what you have and they say, hey, that looks like a cool thing, so I'll check it out. I'll buy it from them, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a good tactic. I tried something like that. It ain't working. No, but seriously, you guys, in regards to sourcing, one of the guys I found, just getting back to the other with this coronavirus situation going on, they were saying they do retail arbitrage, not going to the store, retail arbitrage, in other words, buying off of eBay or Amazon, whatever, and then that's the way to do it. But right now, for my purposes right now, I am not going to be doing any sourcing whatsoever. I'm not. First of all, I can't really. I mean, where I am in New York, I'm in the East Coast here. They have a lot of restrictions. They don't want you going out. Period. Like we're like on. It's like house arrest. Seriously. They don't want people going out. I'm sure a lot of you know the news. You hear what's going on. So yeah, it's to me, and it's also very bad for this business because it's not like we're a big corporation. If you're a small home-based business like I am, I'm solo here. I do everything. I do the pitches. I take I do the photography. I do the descriptions, and I sourced. Well, before this all happened, and now it's like can't do anything. I mean, as far as the sales go, I have no sales. Matter of fact, I was even thinking of either suspending my store or getting rid of it altogether because there's nothing happening. Why pay for something if I'm not, it's not working right now? I have a starter store, by the way, and if you do it on a yearly basis, it's $4.95 a month. And if you go on a month-to-month basis, it's $7.95 a month. With that, you get 100 free listings every month. And if you do go over your 100 listings quota, it's 30 cents versus 35 cents. So I really don't know what this is going on, where I am at this point in time. I've been reading on eBay community chat where some people are getting rid of their stores because it's so slow, because of what's happening. So I don't know if I'm going to follow that path right now. I mean, it's people say, well, it's not really a big high cost, but I don't know. Even, I'm very conservative. I'm a conservative spender. I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur. So even if you say, yeah, it's only $4.95 a month, but I could do other things with that $4.95 a month, but because here's the other thing. eBay every month gives you 50 free listings. Now, I know it's not a lot, but if you really want to, conserve money you're spending, that's another way to go too. So I could always, end all my listings and just upload 50 listings that have more watches and views on them. You know what I'm saying? That's another way of doing it, and it cuts costs down. Because you're getting 50, they'll give you 50. The way I understand it from the eBay teammate, they will give you 50 listings every month. Okay, and if you're going to break into this, see if this is the first time you're thinking about selling on eBay, you might want to go that route. I wouldn't jump into a store right away. Like I said, I've been on eBay for over 20 years. You could check me out. You could just look at my profile. You'll see it'll say it'll say July 1999. That's how many years I've been with eBay. Am I an optimistic person? Absolutely. Do I think it'll eventually pick up? I guess it would. I hope it would. Not if you were to ask me today what's going on right now. I have to. Well, for me anyway. I have to honestly say I don't see that happening anytime soon. At least for me. I can't speak for you guys out there. You guys may be crushing it, making sales left and right. I'm not right now. I'm being upfront and honest with you. As I said in many before in all my other videos, that I tell it like it is. If you want the straight talk, you're going to get it from me because I don't sugarcoat anything. Like I said once before in my videos, I don't have a dream to sell you. I don't have a book to sell you. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm in this business just like you guys are. However, if you do need information or help in any way, you could always drop a comment below, and I'll try to assist you and aid in any way I can. But for the most part, I don't have any books to write about how to start an eBay business. Basically, I could do a video on it. Probably be like not even 10 minutes because it's so basic. I used to have this when I worked in the corporate world before I got laid off back in June of 2016. And I used to have employees when they found out, oh, you're selling eBay? How do you start it? How do you get involved with it? They didn't know. They don't never go on eBay. They don't know how to start it on eBay. And it's very cut and dry, To me it is. That's why I can never understand, and I'm not saying this and making any derogative statement towards other people on how to sell on eBay. It's really basic, folks. It really is. And I'll probably end up doing a video like that and talk about it, how I got started in it, and how I am, how I got to where I am now to the present. I don't need to write a book or anything like that. The only thing I would like to see on this channel grow is my subscriber base. I'd love to get this to 1,000 subscribers, or maybe in hundreds of thousands, or even millions of subscribers. I'd love to do it because I love sharing information with you guys. If people were to say to me, well, do you think you would ever want to do something where you can make money off it? I don't know. Maybe do some T-shirts. I don't know. I'll worry about that when I cross that bridge. Right now, I'm far from it. Like I said, I don't have that many subscribers. But the ones I do have, I am so grateful for you guys to hang in there with me. And as time goes on, I'm going to be putting out more videos. Like I said, I'm not going to stop doing videos. And I'm going to keep sharing information with you guys. So hopefully you'll like the content I put out. Hopefully you'll like me. And if you do, like I said again earlier, please subscribe to my channel, if you want to get updated on these videos when I post them out. I get a lot of Google alerts, and with these when I do these videos, and I pick and choose what I want to put out there to you guys. I get tons of them. I mean, I get so many of them. I could be on here for hours, and I would never do that anyway. First off, no one's going to watch hours of me talking about reselling. But I get so much information about, from different sources, Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, you name it, I get them. And I'm not going to put all that stuff out there. So I kind of like pick and choose. And I want to keep the videos short. I don't want them to be too long. I don't want them protracting into an hour and a half. I know I have videos like that, and I apologize. But again, you can't cram an hour and a half or whatever into a 15-minute sequel. Although people may say, well, there's a solution to that. just pick a few good topics and that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. But anyway, listen, I just want to wish you guys all the best with your sales. I hope things pick up. I can't say for sure the way things are going. I mean, you listen to the news every day. I listen to it when I'm doing research or whatever on a computer. I always got in the background over there. Not only do I get Google alerts, I get news alerts. And when they come on there, I like to click them on and see what the latest news is. It is what it is, folks. But anyway, let me let you go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. We're all on, well, I'm on lockdown. Majority of us, all of us are on lockdown. So I guess we got nothing better to do to sit on our computers, right? Maybe actually this is a better way to, if you got thinking about starting a YouTube channel, maybe this might be the time to do it now because everybody's home. They got nowhere to go. They can watch your YouTube videos, Think about it. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a great day. And until next time, bye-bye for now.